Good day everyone. In today's video, we are diving into an important topic for SQL Server admins, how to automate the synchronization of SQL Server agent jobs between the primary and secondary replicas in an always-on availability group. If you're managing a high availability SQL environment, you know that keeping SQL agent jobs in sync across replicas is crucial for seamless failovers and disaster recovery. But manually managing those jobs can be time consuming and prone to error. So in this step-by-step tutorial, I will show you how to automate this entire process from setting up job synchronization to ensuring everything runs smoothly between your replicas. Before we jump in, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button if you find this video helpful. Let's get started. I'll be using this demo machine for showing you how to configure this automation that will be synchronizing the SQL Server agent jobs between the replicas. Yeah, so we have two nodes on this always on availability group, DIS2 being the primary replica and DIS3 is the secondary replica. Yeah, now if I look at the SQL Server agent jobs, let's do a refresh. You can see that these are the jobs that we have on the primary replica, which is close to 13 jobs. Yeah. Now, if we look at the secondary replica, you can see that we just have only 11 jobs. Yeah. The two jobs that are missing are this job and then this job. Yeah. So these are the two jobs that are basically missing on the secondary replica. Now, if I look at this job here, this particular job has got 2 steps. Yeah. What I wanted is I wanted to test jobs with a single step and also with multiple steps. Yeah. So here we have 2 steps here, and also I have a schedule. Yeah. And if I look at this job, which is monitor and sync replication agent, yeah. And if you look at this one, you will see that you have a schedule defined, and also if you look at the steps, it is just 1. Okay, let's cross verify it. Yeah. So if you see here, we don't have the job monitor and sync replication agent. Yeah. So if you see here, we don't have that job, and also the other job that starts with K. Yeah, so we don't have those 2 jobs. Okay, so now the prerequisites for this particular automation is that you need to create a link server. Yeah, so in my case, what I've done is on the primary, I've created a link server to the secondary. Yeah. And on the secondary, what I've done is I've created a link server to the primary. Yeah. So on DIS2, I've created a link server to DIS3, and on DIS3, I've created a link server to DIS2. Yeah. Now let's consider you have 3 replicas, DIS1, DIS2, and DIS3. Okay. In that case, what you need to do is on DIS1, you will have to create a link server to DIS2 and DIS3. And on DIS2, you will have to create a link server to DIS1 and DIS3. And for DIS3, likewise, you have to create a link server to DIS1 and DIS2. Yeah, nothing fancy about the link server. Yeah, it is just I just right-clicked on the link server, clicked on new link server, selected, gave the name as appropriate. Yeah. And selected SQL Server, and everything else is default. In security, I provided the required credentials. That's it. Yeah. Once this is done, what we need to do is we will have to create this particular job, this particular script as an SQL agent job. Same script. What you have to do is you need to create this particular script into a job. Yeah, it's basically a simple job in the SQL Server agent that can execute once in a day or once in 1 hour or whatever is your requirement. You can do that. Yeah, the first thing that you need to do is you will basically have to provide the listener name. Yeah, in my case, my listener is DISL. Yeah. So if you see here, so this is my listener. I've provided that. I'm basically trying to get the primary replica. Yep. So even if you have multiple availability group, giving one a listener will check the things. Yeah. And you just need to make sure like it is proper. And then what it will do is like it will look at the primary, get the information, that is it will basically get all its secondary. What in our case, since the job is scheduled on each of the replica, primary and secondary replica, the script first will check if it is a primary replica. Yeah, if it is a primary replica, then what it will do is like there will be no job resync required on this replica, so it will basically stop here. Yeah, so we are currently on the primary replica. So let's go ahead and execute it. Yeah, so you will get this message stating like this server is the primary replica, so no job sync required. Now when you look at this secondary replica DIS3, in this case what will happen is like it will basically run the required things here. Yeah, what it basically does is like it first gets the primary replica, and then once it has the primary replica, what it will do is like a cursor is used, and this cursor will be checking for any job that is there on the primary replica and that is missing on the secondary replica. It will check that and it will create that. Okay, and inside this cursor you have one more cursor here. Yeah, and what it does is like for each of the jobs that are created, it will check for the steps on the primary replica, and that step gets created here. Yeah, and after that you will be looking at the schedule, and the schedule gets created. Script is very simple when you look at it, but developing this for the first time, it really took much time. You if you search for this kind of a script on the internet, you will be pointed out to utilize dbtools.io. Yeah, but you don't have any direct script like this. So I would proudly say like this would be the first script that is used to sync the jobs between the primary and secondary replica. So let's go ahead and execute this code. And then if you give it like a couple of minutes, depending upon how many jobs you have, the cursor has to scan through, and then it has to get the required information. Let's wait for a couple of more minutes. So now the job is completed. Now if you see here, it basically tells like job missing on secondary replica. Karagatakari, this is the job, and the job is created on the secondary replica. Likewise, it is telling like job missing on the secondary replica called monitor and sync replication agent jobs, and that job is created, and it basically tells like job sync completed. Yeah, now what we'll do is like let's go to the DIS3 and then let's open the job activity monitor, and if you see here, the job is created here. Yeah, so this job and this job, both the jobs are created. Yeah, I'll choose. Okay, so if you see here, both these jobs are created. Yeah, now if I look at this one here, now look at the steps. You have both the steps, and also if you look at the schedule here, the schedule is also there. Yeah, now let's look at the next job. If you see here, the step is there and also the schedule is in place. Yeah. So this way we were able to sync the required jobs. Kind of a simple activity, but implementing it for the first time will have to go through the bugs and things like that. Try utilizing it in your test server first, and then make sure everything is working as appropriate, and then you can move on to production server. Any bugs, any issues, please notify me via a comment, and I will be there to help you guys. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Jai Hind.